Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive, even without inheritance or luck, while others, who start in similar conditions, stay stuck in a cycle of scarcity? Imagine being someone with no wealth, but with a strong desire to achieve financial independence. This was Arkad's reality, a common man from Babylon, who, with discipline and method, became the wealthiest man in his city. But what did he do differently? Arkad didn't find shortcuts or magical formulas. He followed a simple but powerful path that anyone can take. In this video, we're going to explore how you can apply the same principles Arkad used to change his financial life. If you've ever felt that becoming wealthy is impossible for someone like you, or if you've lacked the confidence to take the first step, know that Arkad was once in your shoes. And your journey of transformation starts now with the power of financial education and discipline. Stick with me until the end and discover how you can also start building wealth without relying on luck or inheritance. Arkad wasn't born with an inheritance or immense wealth. He grew up in a Babylon where most people lived struggling to get by, just like many of us. When he started his journey, his name was unknown and his bank account was empty. But Arkad had something many others didn't, an insatiable desire to learn. He didn't settle for mediocrity. He sought out knowledge on how the wealthy truly thrive. He sought mentors, learned from the best merchants, and spent time with the wisest people in Babylon. The real turning point came when Arkad decided to apply what he had learned consistently, without looking for shortcuts. He knew the path would be long, but his trust in the process made all the difference. What Arkad learned on his journey was summed up in 7 simple yet powerful cures that he followed throughout his life. The first cure is the fundamental principle of his success. Start fattening your purse. He taught that to start building wealth, you must pay yourself first. That means don't spend all your money on temporary luxuries. What you should do is set aside a portion of what you earn, even if it's a small amount at first. Over time, that amount grows and begins to multiply. The second cure says, control your expenditures. Arkad taught that even if you earn well, it's possible to live below your means. This doesn't mean depriving yourself of everything, but being conscious of your spending. Often the key isn't earning more, but knowing how to spend wisely. When you learn to live with less than you earn, there's more left to invest and build wealth. The third cure is, make your gold work for you. Arkad knew that to build wealth, money couldn't just be saved. It had to be invested wisely to generate more money. This means making smart investments, whether it's a savings account, stocks, or even starting your own business. The important thing is to ensure that your money works for you, not the other way around. The fourth cure, guard your treasures, speaks about the importance of protecting what you've accumulated. Investing is key, but it's also vital to know how to avoid unnecessary risks. Arkad reminds us to always seek advice from experts before making risky decisions. Don't be swayed by promises of quick returns. The safety of your wealth should be a priority. The fifth cure is, make thy dwelling a profitable investment. Arkad recommended using your home not just as a place to live, but as an asset that grows in value. In modern times, this might mean buying a home that appreciates over time, or even using it as a base for a business, like opening a home office or renting out a space to generate extra income. The sixth cure, ensure a future income, goes far beyond just thinking about retirement. It's about building a future where you no longer depend on luck or others to survive. Arkad believed that living only for today is a dangerous trap. Because while enjoying the present is important, true freedom comes from knowing that your future is protected. That means planning for old age, yes, but also preparing for emergencies, unexpected events, and the possibility that your income might one day stop. This could be through retirement accounts, investments that generate passive income, or life insurance to protect your family. Arkad was clear. If you want peace of mind later, you have to act now. Every dollar you set aside today is like planting a tree that will one day provide shade, shelter, and fruit. Future. You will thank you for the choices you make today, or regret them. So make sure that your money isn't just working for your current lifestyle, but for your future security too. And then comes the seventh cure: increase your ability to earn. This one hits differently because it puts the power directly in your hands. Arkad knew that the greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. The more you know, the more you grow. Learning new skills, getting better at your craft, staying curious, and being willing to adapt, that's how you become too valuable to be ignored. Think about it. In a world that's constantly changing, the people who thrive aren't the ones who sit still, they're the ones who keep evolving. You might not see results right away, but every course, every book, every new experience is stacking value into who you are. And as you grow, so does your income. Arkad believed that prosperity wasn't just about money, but about who you become in the process. Your earning potential is limitless when you treat yourself as your greatest asset. So stop asking, "How can I get rich?" and start asking, "How can I become more valuable?" But Arkad didn't stop with the 7 cures. He also gave us the 5 laws of gold. These weren't just clever sayings, they were time-tested principles that shaped his entire fortune. The first law: gold comes gladly and in increasing quantity to anyone who puts aside not less than 1/10 of their earnings. In other words, save first, spend later. The second law: gold labors diligently and multiplies for the wise owner who finds it profitable employment. That means investing. Your money can work even when you're sleeping if you put it in the right place. The third law warns: gold slips away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar. Translation: don't throw your money into things you don't understand. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. The fourth law: gold flees the man who forces it to impossible earnings. This is about patience. Wealth grows over time, not overnight. And finally, the fifth law: gold is reserved for the wise man who seeks counsel and learns. Knowledge isn't optional. It's your lifeline. The more you learn, the better your decisions. Let's be real. Getting rich isn't about chasing hacks or trying to win the lottery. It's about building, slowly, steadily, and with purpose. Arkad knew this. He didn't wake up rich. He worked, he saved, he invested. He failed sometimes, but he kept going. Because he knew that the small decisions, done consistently, were more powerful than any one-time miracle. Too many people today want wealth fast. But wealth built fast can disappear even faster. The truth is, money that stays is money that's built with intention. Arkad started small, just 1/10 of his income, and stayed consistent. And over time, that small amount snowballed into something massive. It's the same for you. It's not about how much you start with, but about how consistent and disciplined you can be. Tiny steps, repeated daily, lead to massive results. Now here's where things get exciting. Unlike Arkad, we live in a time with access to tools he could never have imagined. Online banking, investment platforms, budgeting apps, financial education for free on the internet. If Arkad could build wealth with scrolls and coins, imagine what you can do with the resources you have today. You can open a brokerage account from your phone, invest in global markets, automate your savings, and take courses from the world's top investors, all without leaving your couch. The excuses are gone. Everything you need is right in front of you. The only missing piece is you. You have to decide to start. You have to take that first uncomfortable step, because the truth is, the longer you wait, the further behind you fall. Arkad didn't wait for the perfect moment. He created it, and so can you. But maybe you're still wondering if this really applies to you. Maybe you're thinking, but I didn't grow up with money, or I've made too many mistakes. And you know what? So did Arkad. He didn't come from privilege. He started with nothing. No inheritance, no connections, just a deep desire to change his situation. What changed everything wasn't his bank account, it was his mindset. He started seeing money not as something out of reach, but as something he could learn to manage and multiply. He believed he was capable, even when nobody else did. And that belief, that was the turning point. Because once you believe you're capable, you stop making excuses and start making moves. So don't let your past define your future. What matters isn't where you came from. It's what you choose to do now. You've made it this far in the video, and that means something. It means you care about your future. So let's not let this moment go to waste. You've just learned the principles that helped Arkad become the richest man in Babylon. And now it's your turn. Start today. Pay yourself first. Control your spending. Make your money work for you. Build your future income. Invest in your own growth. And above all, take action. Don't just watch this video. Let it be the spark that lights a fire inside you. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this message with someone you care about. Because wealth isn't a gift. It's something you build, one step at a time. And the first step starts now.